Good morning, Swamiji. We have a question from Graham Watson from Ontario, Canada. I deeply appreciate your online talks, but I have a strong reaction to the idea of seeing the world as an appearance. I believe it is important to take this world seriously, both the positive and negative aspects. I don't want my love for my children, the beauty of art, or the joy of friendship to be false, in quotes. I also feel a moral unease with overcoming my anger and sadness about the suffering and injustice in the world. How do I see myself as Brahman, but not fail to act ethically and lovingly on an immanent level?
Yes, it's a good question. So the question is about the falsity of the world. If I regard the world as false, then what happens to my, as he said, the love for my children, for appreciation of art and beauty? What about the moral problems of our times, and how do I engage with them? If I dismiss everything as false, as an appearance, as a dream, as an illusion. So this problem comes up. Many people are fascinated by non-dual philosophy of Advaita Vedanta. When we hear Brahma Satyam, Jagat Mithya, Jiva Brahmeva Napara, Brahman alone is real. This limitless existence, consciousness alone is real. The world, what about the world? It's an appearance, like a dream, like an illusion, like a snake seen in a rope. And what about me? Am I an appearance or reality? Well, don't worry, you are real, you are Brahman. And this is fascinating. Many people, they're attracted by this teaching. However, as you dive deep into this, you will inevitably, any serious seeker will run up against these questions. So if this world is actually false, when I get down to it, then in my life, many things seem impossible or valueless or meaningless then. What about my job? What about my career? What about my family? What about the beauties in this world, the art and literature? All of this is just meaning. What about science? Is it all magic show? Is it just an illusion? And am I the only reality? So, here is the thing one must keep in mind. The teaching about the falsity of the world is a part of the teaching. It's not the ultimate statement of truth. The ultimate statement of truth is non-dual Brahman. Infinite existence consciousness is the reality. In order to point this out, the apparent distinctions are dismissed as false. In order to point out the gold, the names and forms of the ornaments are dismissed as false, so that your attention goes not to the necklace form and the bracelet form and the ring form and the names, necklace, bracelet, ring. What do those names suggest to us? That they are different. After all, a necklace is not a ring is not a bracelet. They don't look alike. The names are different and their uses are different. Your necklace you put on your neck, the bracelet on your wrist and the ring on your finger. So the names, forms, uses are all different. They are all different entities, but they are not. And we miss the fact that it was the same lump of gold which was made into a necklace and maybe melted and then made into a bracelet and melted and made into a ring. In fact, when I saw the necklace and later when I see the bracelet, we are seeing exactly the same thing, literally the same thing. The form has changed. The name has changed. It is the same. Not only is it gold, it's the same gold which has been made into a new ornament. Now, in order to draw our attention to that it is said, gold is real and the ornaments are false or an appearance. So, the teaching about the falsity of the world is to draw our attention to what is real. To what is real. Now, once you realize what is real, after that, you understand, okay, so it is gold. Gold is the reality of which ornament, these are products, these are names and forms. The inner reality, the substance of it all is gold. The substance, the reality of this universe is Brahman or Atman, our own reality. But now, does it mean that you're going to melt down all the beautiful ornaments into a featureless lump of gold? Because it's gold anyway. Why keep ornaments? No. You will still have the ornaments. We all know, those who have golden ornaments, you all know it's gold. That doesn't prevent you from recognizing a necklace or a bracelet or a ring. That doesn't prevent you from calling them by their proper names. That doesn't prevent you from using them the way they are supposed to be used. So none of the vyavahar or the transactions of the world are disturbed by knowing that underlying all of this is one reality. Oneness is the teaching of Vedanta, not falsity. Falsity is a way of accomplishing that oneness. Why the teaching of falsity is necessary? Otherwise, our attention is all on the external details, not on the underlying reality. Our attention is on the names and forms, not on Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, limitless existence consciousness. Once all the waves are discovered to be water, you see all the waves in the ocean and the foam and the surf and the bubbles, they're all discovered to be one water. Still the ocean can go on in all its glory. Similarly, in this world, once you discover, once the clarity dawns that I am this one limitless existence consciousness bliss, so is everybody else. And in this way we are all one reality. This oneness is the thing to be grasped. The way to misunderstand this is, if you stop halfway, the world is false. Okay, I am Brahman, and what are you all? You are all false. I am real. Here, this is real. This, even the body. Yeah, I am real. Of course, I won't say that, but I'll say I am Brahman, I am real, and everybody else is false, or everybody else is a dream. I take my own dream paradigm to be like, as if this is the dream. No. It's not that I as this guy, I am real and you're all in my dream. It's like something like a Matrix movie or something. No. Rather, you are the reality. And they are all one with you. If I am real and the whole world is an appearance, then equally you are real and we are all an appearance to you. But underlying it all is one existence consciousness bliss, which you are, which everybody else is. So the takeaway from this is, how do I relate to the world as a non-dualist? As oneness. It's a huge paradigm shift. But it will not take away your love for your children, your interest in your career in science. It will not take away from your interest in beauty of art and music and or engagement with the causes of the day, with the great issues of the day. It will not take it away. It will give you a deeper clarity. You will act from oneness. It will give you great calmness also. Notice, you should love for my children. Notice my children. Why that my? Because I love them because they are related to this. Now, as long as this is one body-mind, then my love is necessarily limited to those who are related to this body-mind. But if this means one existence consciousness bliss, then who is part of it, or who is related, or who is this same existence consciousness bliss? Everybody. Everybody, without limit. Anything that exists is one with me, because existence. Anything that appears in consciousness is one with me. So from this oneness, then I will act, from this inner oneness. All ethics is based on this sense of oneness. Swami Vivekananda said, ethics, being good to others. Why? Why should I be good to anybody else? Vivekananda puts it very bluntly. He said, why should I not cut my neighbor's throat if it is of advantage to me? Why not? This is bad. But why is it bad? It's bad because of oneness. When I hurt another person, I'm hurting myself in that extended sense of this one existence consciousness bliss. They're literally me. As I would not harm myself, I would not harm the other. The golden rule of ethics, which is common to all religions of the world, the golden rule is this: to treat others as you would have them treat you. You find it in every religion. In the Bhagavad Gita, for example, Krishna says that yogi is the supreme, who sees the suffering, joy and suffering of others as one's own joy or suffering. Atma upamyena sarvatra, seeing everybody as his own self. Because, now, Vivekananda asks, but why should I treat everybody else as myself? Why? Myself, I treat myself well because I feel my own pain and pleasure. I don't feel your pain and pleasure directly. So why should I treat you as myself? It's because that underlying oneness, this golden rule of ethics in all religions, you can still ask a question, why should it be so? And the answer is found in this Advaita, the oneness, the underlying oneness of existence, consciousness, bliss, that we are all this one reality. That's why. It gives you the rationale for ethics. It does not take away ethics. So, what is love basically? Metaphysically speaking, it is oneness. You feel one with some people, and that's why this is expressed as love. Now imagine feeling one with the entire universe. Vivekananda had this meeting with the great atheist here, Ingersoll, who was a well-known atheist, and he was a well-known public speaker in the United States in late 19th century. And Vivekananda met him. He said to Vivekananda, I don't believe in all this spiritual teaching. I believe in this life only, and squeezing the orange of this life to get every drop from it. Just whatever we see and experience. Vivekananda says, I believe in very much the same thing. And then he joked that perhaps in my choice of fruit, I prefer a mango, not an orange. But he says, I believe in the same thing. But remember, but I can show you a better way of squeezing this and getting everything out of it. I know that I cannot die, therefore I am not in a hurry. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma. I am not in a hurry. I imagine the joy of experiencing the world as one with yourself. I am paraphrasing Vivekananda. The great joy of knowing they are all one with you. Imagine living life in this way. And then he says, live life in this way, you will get, squeeze every last drop, get 10,000-fold more. So this is what the teaching of Advaita enables you to do. Certainly you can love. Certainly you will be ethical. The ground of ethics is Advaita itself. It's not neutral to ethics. Somebody said to me many years ago, I don't like this Advaita teaching because it makes good and evil equal. No, it does not. The reality is being, existence. Sat. Sat means existence or truth. And therefore truth is closer to our day-to-day truth. The truth which we experience in this world is closer to reality than falsehood. Oneness is closer to reality than difference. Therefore love is closer to reality than hatred and violence. An ethical life is closer to reality, to the non-dual reality, than an unethical life. So in fact, instead of being value neutral, values, it gives a foundation to values. And this goes very deep. Those who have studied philosophy, they know one long-standing issue in the philosophy of ethics is foundation. Why should one be ethical? Your culture tells you to be good, but in reality, what is the ground of this reality, of this world, from which ethics flows? And it's a huge debate, even now. I've attended philosophy class, entire course on ethics at Harvard University, taught by a Nobel laureate, whose whole issue was this. Why should we be good? Speaking of Amartya Sen at Harvard. So a seminar on ethics, on the ground of ethics, on the foundations of ethics. So the answer from Vedanta is this Brahman, this existence, consciousness, bliss. And just as an aside, Ananda, bliss, the ultimate nature of reality, Brahman, as I said, is Satyam Jnanam Anantam, infinite being and existence, infinite existence and awareness is Brahman. This is also, Upanishad speaks of it as bliss. So the ground of all aesthetics, of all joy. Certainly you can appreciate all kinds of art and literature, whatever your predilection is, you can appreciate it, you can enjoy it. They are all grounded in reality. Again, look at the lives of the enlightened ones. Look at how full of joy they were, how full of love they were. And their love was an unconditional love. It was not limited to specific people or specific places. It was for everybody, regardless. Why was it for everybody? Because they saw the same reality everywhere. We don't. We see persons. As long as I see myself as a person, as long as I see myself as a body, you're a body to me. As long as I see myself as a person, you're a person to me. When I see myself as spirit, as Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma, you are also Satyam Jnanam Anantam Brahma. It's one limitless ocean of existence awareness. So, the enlightened one, look at the life of Vivekananda. Look at the life of Adi Shankaracharya. So much joy, so much activity. They led short lives. Shankaracharya lived for 32 years. Vivekananda lived for 39 years. Lives of intense activity, of intense engagement with the world. And they left an enormous impact of the world, which Shankaracharya's case comes down 13 or 1400 years from that time. Vivekananda's more than 100 years ago. That's why we are sitting here today. How much engagement with the world? They didn't dismiss it as a ghost, as a fiction, as an illusion. But how is it non-dual in that case? They recognize the non-dual reality underlying these differences.